Hello and welcome on Sport Update on Trust TV. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. Well, the Flying Eagles will be fighting out against Argentina tonight. What would they be doing? It's a big one for them because Nigerians can't wait to see if they'll be able to ride over the Argentina. Yes, that's the host nation, but it's something achievable according to their coach. Right now, he's talking tough that the team will actually do us proud at the tournament, and we are waiting to see what Nigeria and Flying Eagles will do tonight. It's a tough one in the round of 16, and we're just hoping that they'll be able to do well in this game. Well, joining me to talk sports on this particular hour is Madia Umar. Good to have you.
It's always a pleasure to be in this arena with you. Good one.
So let's run through this story. FIFA Under-20 World Cup, we are ready to fight for the trophy. Bosso. Bosso is the coach of the that's the Flying Eagles, and right now he's already saying we are ready to fight for the trophy.
Yes, you know, a lot has happened in the past few days with this Under-20 and everything, and now we're meeting Argentina. Remember what happened the last time we met Argentina? And for a team that has been winning consecutively, if they succeed, which of course I'm not hoping, I'm hoping Nigeria will succeed this time. We'll be winning the trophy for like 7 times. And of course, during the time...
No, that's for Golden Eaglets.
Golden Eaglets.
That's for Under-17,
okay,
Under-20, yeah.
All right, so you see, it's so much right now, and the pressure is gathering so much, and everybody is like, okay, what is going to happen at the end of the day? But fingers crossed, the form that I have seen these guys play, we have a lot of goal drought, no doubt, but I know that, you know, with resilience and with patience and with, you know, lots of encouragement from Nigerians, these people have upper hand because they are playing at home, and they have the support of their fans. So I feel like we just have to do what we can. Regardless of where we are playing or not, we want to win. We want to change everything that has happened in the past, and we want to make a mark, not just going overseas and then see these people and then we are jilted, or probably this fear comes, because sometimes the fear comes like these people are superior than us, these people have excelled in this competition, they have all the skills it takes. But right now I think we should believe in ourselves. Bosso is doing a very good job, and he's a coach that, you know, when you think that everything is against us, he goes against odds and make things happen. I believe that that is the spirit that he is going into the pitch with. His boys are actually going into the pitch with today. So let's see what happens. I wish them all the best, but I know that, you know, my heart is in my hands because I know what Argentina team can do, and I know that Nigerians as well are also very, very ready for this. Let's see what happens at the end of the day, but I'm predicting that it's going to be, you know, 2-1 in favor of which of the teams? I don't really know.
In favor of Nigeria, they are concerning that game. Our boys will be fighting against Argentina tonight. Well, at the stadium called San Juan, in the city rather of San Juan, the Les Buenos Aires, and now they are in San Juan. Can they do it? According to Madia, she's actually saying 2-1 in favor of Flying Eagles, but we are waiting to see what they'll be playing. A lot of football pundits are already talking that, well, Nigeria will beat Argentina, it's now beat Nigeria. But from the way it is, a coach who has seen how both teams play, also they are there, talking about Senegal, saying, well, that we are looking at that stories now, that's FIFA Under-20 World Cup, Nigeria can beat Argentina. That's Senegal coach talking. According to him, from what he has seen so far, Nigeria have what it takes to defeat Argentina, despite the fact that they are the host.
I would say that this is Africans supporting Africans at this point. I know that Nigeria have what it takes, but if you look at the Argentina team as well, anytime they come into the competition, and I'm wondering, how did they even make this selection?
They always start, you know, maneuvering before you know it.
From 2005, you know, when I started, let's say, when I started having interest and seeing what these people have to do, they've always been at the top of their game. And then you're wondering, how do they do this? I think we have played in this competition, we've taken the positives from the competition, and we've seen the team that Bosso actually put together. I'm actually keeping tabs on 3 of these guys that Ladan put together. Oguche is one of them. This guy, yes. Daga is one of them. I call him the guy with the dagger of football. Daniel yes, he's the captain. Yes, and then the Frederick. I'm actually keeping tabs on these people, and I feel like maybe in future they could be called up. Maybe in the African Cup of Nations we can have them play. And
in the Super Eagles.
In the Super Eagles team. So I feel like these people are hungry for the win. And what I actually agree with the Senegal's coach. We have what it takes to win these people. But I am praying and hoping that that spirit of complacency or inferiority complex don't set in when we meet them face to face, or when they start doing what they know how to do with the ball, because it has a way of, you know, clouding your mind and feeling like, okay, these people have done it, especially when they are the first to score. So whatever we can do to be the first to score today, we should actually, because that is like a mind booster. It's a morale booster for us when we score the first goal and then keep it that way. If we have to park the bus in the middle of the field, I don't care how they do it, but they should have to do it. But I agree that we have what it takes to win Argentina today.
While we are looking at that particular topic there, we quickly move to look at matches slated for tonight. Other games will be coming up. Some will be between Brazil and Tunisia, another African nation, Colombia, Slovakia, Nigeria, Argentina. Big one there, England, Italy. Those are the games coming up. And we're looking at focusing on our own, Argentina, Nigeria. Well, if I take you back to 2005, I should remember Lionel Messi shining like a big light in that game, in that tournament. We're not forgetting Taye Taiwo and also Mikel Obi. You look at how they played that time. We actually came second. Go to the final, we came second. But tonight, we are meeting at the round of 16. And a lot of Nigerians are looking at Argentina always have a way of beating us. They always have a way of outsmarting us when it comes to competition. I've noticed Argentina and Italy, there seems to be a real turn in the flesh for Nigerian football. Anytime we meet at the international level, except for 1996 that we were able to get our own pound of flesh, and it was very painful because it was at the final of that competition. But now, for Bosso, the lads, that's a team now, the technical crew, everybody, they know what's at stake, that if they lose this match, they are going out. They are coming back to Nigeria or going back to their clubs. And if they are able to win this, they've actually egged their name in goal, even before they are going for that in tournament. Beating against the host nation will silence and also send waves of fear to other countries, because the support, the massive support that Argentine young Aspele Celeste are getting is really very massive. The support is massive. And if you are able to defeat them, other nations will be like, what? Then that will actually boost your strength, because if you can defeat the host nation, every other person there, they are visitors too. So
I like the fact that you found out that Argentina and Italy, those two countries, when you talk about tournaments, not even just the Flying Eagles alone,
even at the senior level, anytime we are meeting them,
they always be like, you know, you're not going anywhere. They always call the shots. But like you mentioned, if we're able to edge out Argentina today, it's like we're winning the trophy already. Remember that when you mentioned 2005, that was like 18 years after. And then we're meeting these people. This is like, we have to do this. We have no choice. We have to do this. And with what I have seen with these boys, it's like they want to go further. They know that beating Argentina will make them, it's like putting themselves out there.
And also rewriting
history.
Because it will be very painful as a host nation if Nigeria, that they defeated in 2005, now defeat them at the round of 16. Like you said, 18 years after, paying them in their own coin that, okay, you did it then, but now we are dropping you and we are moving forward. But
one thing we must have in mind is that this game is not going to come easy. We have to have at the back of our mind that this is a fight to finish, and a fight that we must win. I think if we go in with that kind of mindset, we can actually win these people. I know that Argentina is very strong, but I know that we can actually edge them out. I know sometimes when we put a lot of hope in some of our players,
that's when they actually disappoint us.
It happens. But it's a 50-50 chance for us. It's either we take it all or we lose it all. So right now, I'm hoping, because in the game of football or any other sports, anything can happen. When you feel like the underdogs cannot do anything, that's when they spring up and they become the lion in the jungle that you never even expected. And that's what I'm expecting from the Flying Eagles tonight. I want to see that hunger. I want to see that perseverance, because of course the Argentina team would do everything. They would take you up and down. And of course, we'll see how it's going to happen today. And I know that, you know, we'll get the best out of this match. We're going to the next round of the competition.
Seriously, you believe that we can beat Argentina?
Exactly.
Now, you said 2-1, right?
Yes, 2-1.
Flying Eagles.
Yes, I wasn't sure, but now I think I'm getting this morale boost.
I think I've encouraged you.
Yes, yes, I'm getting this morale boost, and you know, for the fact that you know when you come out there and say Nigeria is going to do well, I want to break that jinx today and feel like today we're going to do something that everybody will be proud of.
We just want to celebrate the Flying Eagles. You need to be proud of them no matter what happens. After all, when Nigerians were scared against Italy, they shocked Italians 2-0 and they defeated the young Azuris in that game when they were still in the same group. And right now, we'll be facing Argentina and we just believe that they can do it. Nothing is impossible. And we believe that the Flying Eagles will do us proud. They should just make us proud in that particular game. Well, before we go to the next story, let me chip in the Falconets. They've been beating all the teams and they'll be playing in the next couple of minutes now. Yes. So their game against Benin Republic, the semi-final, how many goals margin are you saying?
The Falconets have been doing very well. At this point, you'd be very glad to be a woman, you know, and the game of football and all that.
You play,
in as much as, you know...
Did you play soccer?
Yes, I tried soccer at some point, you know. And I feel like the Falconets will do very good. I am predicting 4-0.
4-0?
Yes, 4-0. Well, in favor of the Falcons.
Let's see Octopus Madia. Maybe he has actually predicted right there. We've been talking concerning Team Nigeria. The Flying Eagles tonight will be actually final against the young Celeste of Argentina, while the ladies, the Falcons, will also be fighting against the Benin Republic under 20 ladies. That will be happening earlier before the men, and we hope that the two teams will do us proud in those games. Away from there, let's talk about the big one also for tonight, while attention will be on the 20 World Cup, also in Europe, besides that Budapest, talking about the Europa League final between Sevilla, the king of that particular cup, versus a man who is a Syria winner when it comes to anytime he qualifies for the final of any competition. If you allow him that, if you don't sack him like Tottenham Hotspur, he will get it for you. So Sevilla versus Roma. Jose Mourinho is a man that everyone always follow his antecedents for what he has done so far in football. Let's quickly just look at his record for what he has done as a coach. Will he be able to do it tonight? He has done so well, winning almost all the final of competitions he has played in. Europa League, Europa Cup, Champions League. He did it when he was in FC Porto with winning Europa Cup. The Champions League, he also did winning it. With Inter Milan, he did well for Inter winning the Champions League. Chelsea, wow, you just can't take that away. Even for Manchester United, he was able to get that Europa Cup. And now he has done well for Roma, winning the Europa Confederation Cup there. He was able to win the Conference League, rather, I beg your pardon, Conference League for Roma. And now he has taken it to the final of Europa Cup, or Europa League as it's being called. Can he do it tonight? My dear, special one for you.
Oh my goodness. You know, last year we talked about when Sevilla was going into the round and we're like, okay, they are the king of Europa. And they did it. And I'm seeing this year, like, this is not going to be a repeat itself. It's not going to be business as usual. Like you said, you just read out Mourinho's achievements and all of that. You know what AS Roma was before Mourinho came in? And for a man who can lift nothing out of something and make it something, then you should expect the unexpected this evening. Because I'm seeing a team who is hungry to remove a team that has been called the king of Europa. So I don't know how Mourinho does this. He has met a lot of criticism from different people. Even at Manchester United, you know how his exit was and all of that. But this man would do what it takes to be at the top. When you're mentioning top coaches in the world, if you do not mention Mourinho, you haven't even started mentioning coaches as well. I wish we could have him coach our national team, actually. Probably maybe for like 3 months and see how this works, because I don't know the psyche and the kind of, you know, motivation that he brings into a team. I don't know. I really want to be in the same room with him, or probably be in a training ground with him when he's interacting with his boys. And I know the kind of respect that he commands. Any team he goes into, you don't mess with Mourinho. He's always in charge. And that's to show that a coach in a team has a lot of prospects. And if they have high prospect, they have what it takes to actually win a trophy. But tonight, I'm predicting that AS Roma, I'm hoping that AS Roma will actually dethrone the king of Europa.
Let's see what happened between Sevilla and AS Roma tonight over there in Budapest, where they fight for the honors in Europa League finals. Well, before we go, just to give you some stories in the world of transfer, Manchester City, Arsenal are keeping tabs on Leeds United forward. His name is Wilfried Gnonto, a fantastic player. They want to get him there. The Italian player right now is a talk of the town. Another one says Real Valladolid's right back Ivan Fresneda receives a lucrative bid from Arsenal. The Gunners are really going in for him. And the last one is about Juventus. Juventus in the race for Chelsea forward Christian Pulisic in a $25 million, that's 20.1 million pounds deal. They want to go for the American. If everything goes well, he will be joining them. Well, I've been with my dear Uma, but before we, just one word from you. We are winning, right?
Yes, keep fingers crossed. We are winning Argentina tonight.
And also Benin Republic.
And Benin Republic, yes.
A good one there. Thanks so much, my dear Umar.
Thank you very much for having me.
I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe, wishing all of us a winning result at the end of the day. Well, thanks for watching.